You gotta pay me. Like, you know how many times they gonna play that clip and make money off you? You know how many times they gonna pay that? You gotta pay me, bro. I'm sorry. I don't need your podcast. I don't. Like, I don't. Everything I say on the podcast be real shit, and it turns into all kind of other shit. It turns into all kind of other shit. You gotta understand, we're only gonna get paid one time. Some people don't get paid at all to be on podcast. They just want to be heard. We get paid one time for a podcast. You know how many times they gonna get paid? You know how many times they gonna stream that? For 100 years from now. We only get paid one time, so I gotta get paid good. I'm sorry, I don't need a podcast. If I want, I could do my own podcast and just talking to myself and make money. I just ain't got time for that shit. Like, if I wanted to do a podcast, I could do my own podcast and talk about everything that's going on in the world with nobody. Nobody asking me questions. Nobody asking me nothing. Like, I don't need that. I just don't have time to do that.
So Boosie want to charge Shannon Sharp Shay 40 bands to do an interview. We ain't seen him on Vlad in a minute. You know, I don't know if he feel like it got him a little hot messing with Vlad. You know, then he got locked up and caught the case, so he fall back from it. But we ain't seen him on Vlad in a minute.
I got motion. I got shit I'm doing. Like, I'm in motion, like, for real.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
We need a Boosie podcast. I ain't got time. When I get time, probably 10, 20 years from now, I might do one. But I ain't got time, you know. Are you done with DJ Vlad because he did one with 6ix9ine? Nah. You know how many rats Vlad done did podcasts with? That ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing against no 6ix9ine. I ain't got no beef with 6ix9ine. I don't care who Vlad doing no podcast with. That ain't none of my motherfucking business. But you gotta pay me. I don't give a That ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm feeding my family off a podcast. I ain't just giving this shit out. These just getting it out. What did say? These just getting it out. Hell nah. I get on that motherfucker. You see me on the podcast? I'm feeding my family, bro. I'm feeding my motherfucking family, bro, off a podcast. I sit on your couch, I want money. I feed my family when I talk shit. This shit don't come out my mouth free. No. What I got to say about something means something to the world. My opinion means something to a lot of real motherfuckers. My opinion? I ain't talking about everybody else. A Boosie opinion? How he feel about something? Shit, that shit means something.
He said Shay just gave a chick 30 million. Boosie ain't doing no discounts. Yeah, he definitely just gave up a healthy bag. Smash that like button.
You gotta pay me. I don't give a who you is. No, that's not why you haven't seen me on Vlad. I'm not mad about no 6ix9ine interview. I didn't even watch the interview. I don't watch other people interviews. I don't watch other people's shit, bro. I just go up there and do me. I'm not worried about that's his job. If he won't, that's Vlad's job. That ain't got nothing to do with me, bro. That ain't why you ain't just seen me on the Vlad TV. That's not it. I just haven't been paid. When it's time for me to get paid, when anybody, it's not just Vlad, anybody who want me on their podcast, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so ready to talk about this shit that's going on. I'm ready. I've been ready since in November. I'm ready. But it's not free. I gotta feed my family. I gotta feed my family because my opinion is a mother.
Boosie said it ain't personal, it's business.
Real shit. Real shit. Let me see what y'all talking about on here. Show right.
So he like basically saying that Vlad don't want to pay. If he said he want to talk about it and he ain't went on Vlad and did the interview, Vlad ain't trying to pay. So I guess he like, man, hey, we ain't gonna do no interview. He ain't talking.
Go my fan. Did Bow Wow send the contract? Nah, not shit. I won't get on that motherfucker. Oh boy, I'm gonna set that up. Damn straight. He paid 6ix9ine $100K. I ain't know what he paid 6ix9ine. He did shit. All I want is 40, bro. Like I ain't on no $100K shit. Give me 40. I'm worth that, right? Am I worth that? 40? Nah, I wouldn't, huh? I don't care. Nah, I wasn't mad at no Vlad. Well, why was you mad at Yak? Yak is not Vlad. I know you're not comparing Kodak to Vlad. Huh?
Layla said she coming next
I know.
Friday,
I got
she
it.
coming 10 days.
I got it. I'm already getting a flight. Nah, man, I wasn't mad about no motherfucker. Nah, bro. Me and Kodak was kind of like rocking, bro. We was rocking, so, I'm thinking Kodak like me, bro. I'm thinking we on the same shit. That's what it was, That's why I felt that way about that Kodak shit, bro.
Hey, Leonard, you said Vlad done with him. He gave the feds what they needed, and he ain't willing to pay him no hefty bag to do no more interviews.
It was nothing like that, bro. You'll have to understand real street mentality to understand that. It wasn't nothing about that. I wasn't feeling no any other like me, like who lived like me, who brought up like me, who coming up like me, they would have felt the same way, Any who like me would have felt the same way, If you didn't feel the same way, you just not like me. I mean, we need to see you on Club Shay. Shay don't want to pay, man. Shay don't want to pay Boosie. Shit. Shay straight. Shay ain't paying them. You think Shay paying them? Shay say he don't pay. Shay straight. Shay ain't got to pay nobody. These podcasts, they don't have to pay nobody. I told you it then got to a point where the podcasters don't need the rappers no more. And they know that. They don't need the rappers no more. Shay say he ain't paying no boost. He not paying them who go on there. You think they getting paid to go on Shay? No, they ain't getting paid nothing. Shay getting that bad. Yeah, Shannon Sharp ain't f***ing around, boy. That nigga getting that money. He ain't playing. He ain't playing, bro. Them niggas ain't getting paid. Them niggas ain't getting paid to go on there. Just going on there, getting it out. These niggas just getting it out. Oh man. Boosie, can y'all answer some questions on the Boosie? Can you answer some questions on the live? No, because I'll be just getting it out.
Smash
y'all
that
gonna
like
ask me about
button.
all the shit that's going on in the world right
That
now.
subscribe button.
You just getting it out. I ain't just getting it out. That. No, bro, I did not. Nah. I'll do a podcast with anybody. I just got to get compensated because I'm that nigga, bro. When it come to talking real shit, I'm that nigga, bro. And this shit straight from the heart. It's just straight how I feel as a person. When Boosie talk, I'm never talking about how someone else feel. I'm never caring how someone else feel. I'm speaking on how Boosie feel. You know. And I just don't do Vlad. I do any kind of podcast. What's the other podcast I did? Young Miami. I got paid. What's skin dude? Man, what's skin dude? What's skin dude, man? In California. I forgot his name. I got paid. Vlad, I get paid. Like, I forgot dude's name. Justin, damn, I forgot his name. But, I mean, that's what I do, bro. Like, my opinion matters to the world. And I feel like whoever don't want to pay me, they trying to get over on me, bro. If you don't want to pay Boosie. But it don't matter, bro. Like, hey, y'all get out here. I'm talking grown folks business. I'll let y'all know y'all come back. Uncle talking grown folks business. I mean, if you don't put me on your podcast, you still my people, bro. Like, I don't feel no way about nobody if they don't put me on their podcast. But I know whoever haven't had me on their podcast, buku people done told you ain't never got Boosie on your podcast? You ain't got Boosie on your shit? I'm waiting on Boosie. I know if you never had Boosie on your podcast, somebody done told you need Boosie on this. I'm telling you need Boosie. I ain't just getting it out. Jason Lee, that's his name. Jason Lee. Good dude too, bro. Me and Jason Lee had a good ass interview. I enjoyed Jason Lee interview, bro. I remember when Jay bought it to me, like, you know Jason Lee? Because, you know, my assistant, he brought it to me like, you know Jason Lee, he wants you on your podcast. But I don't give a run that chick, man. I don't give a run that chick, man. Oh man, Damn, my phone going dead. Shit. Nah, Breakfast Club ain't a podcast. I don't look at that as no podcast, bro. Breakfast Club ain't no podcast.
Breakfast Club, he said ain't no podcast because Breakfast Club ain't paying. They not giving you no money, just like Shay and other people that don't pay. They not giving you no money. You know, Breakfast Club is looking at it like it's a place for you to promote yourself and what you got going on. So they feel like they ain't got to pay you, you know, and that's just how some of the podcasts work. You know, with some people like Charleston White, he doesn't have anything to promote. So he's talking about things in the world with his opinion. So yeah, people go and pay him because he's not promoting nothing. You know, Boosie got music. He got different things that he got already established that he could promote. So when they look at somebody like Boosie coming up there, they looking at it like they giving him an opportunity to promote something. So Charleston White, they're not gonna have him on the Breakfast Club because he's gonna get up and talk about people negatively. So it's like, you know, that's certain podcasts that, you know, people watch when they know that it's going to be controversial. But with Boosie, he going to talk about whatever he going to talk about. But at the same time, you know, he going to be promoting his music because people know that he's an artist. So he got something to come behind it where people can say, all right, well, Boosie was on the podcast. Let me go listen to his music. So, you know, it's certain people that are going to do it for free when they trying to promote themselves. I guess Boosie feels like he doesn't need to promote himself. So, of course, he going to want to get paid. And I understand that if you at that level, you know, if you at that level where as though it really does no never mind for you if you go on Shay. That's for the people that like to see certain individuals go to the certain podcasts so they can see somebody that they enjoy watching go to a certain podcast and get interviewed by a certain host. So with that situation, you know what I mean, I understand where Boosie coming from, and then, you know, I understand it's a part of the game. Some people charge, some people don't. You know, that's up to you if you want to do that. So I guess right now Boosie's in the mind frame whereas though I really don't need no podcast, so it's all business. If we're going to do it, it's going to be business, and it's going to be what he's asking for. So with Vlad, I guess Vlad is not trying to pay him what he feels he needs to be paid. So he wants to talk about his story, I guess, with the situation of him taking the plea and being locked up, but I guess he feels worth $40,000. So he doesn't want to do no talking unless he gets 40,000. But he gonna come on, you know, Instagram or whatever and just, you know, talk to a certain extent, but not giving like the details of what happened and, you know, how the situation ended and got on probation, you know. So it is what it is, you know. That's a personal decision that he has to make, you know. It's his story, it's his life, you know. So I don't think Shay is mad about it. If he already got it in the chokehold where he's not paying nobody, it is what it is, you know. Like some podcasts really reach that point. You know, Vlad pays people, you know, because he wants to continue to have these people come back so he can continue to get money. But you know, some of these people have like spots where people are promoting what they got. I really feel like Vlad is a platform where people are gonna self-incriminate themselves. So, you know, people are gonna be skeptical about going on there. And it's like the people that go on Vlad, they really don't have anything to promote. You don't hear people on Vlad saying, I want to promote this. I got this going on. I got this up and coming. You don't hear people. All you do is hear people talking about their crimes and what they've been through legally. And then next thing you know, you turn around and see an indictment or somebody arrested or somebody, you know, being unalived. And so his podcast, I feel like he has to pay people because of the direction that goes for the people that come and do the interview, you know, whereas though Breakfast Club, they got artists coming up there, people that are already established and got things going on, and they're trying to promote something, you know, like when you seen Cameron go up there before, you know, he took off on his podcast, he was up there promoting his pink horsepower. It's like certain individuals will go on these podcasts like that, knowing that they got millions of subscribers to promote what they got. And it's a good spot because they go and get a lot of views. So now you go in there and think about that, and they get 500,000, 1 million views. Now they got 1 million people saying that this product that they want to promote. So of course, why would they want to get paid? You got 1 million people going to see this product you got, and then they get to hear your website. So it's like they get to go find where your website is. You got free promo. You just sitting down talking. So I do understand that part of it. And for Boosie, I guess looking at it like he's not trying to promote his music because he's already being looked at by everybody so much because he's on Instagram. So it's like he's promoting himself already on there. So he's like, man, it's no reason for me to go down there and give you free content because it's really not going to promote me because everybody already knows who I am. So I understand what he's saying when it comes to that. Whereas though it's some people that don't have that ability to say, I got to get paid because they're trying to promote themselves. So it's different situations for different people. And I would recommend, if you trying to get off the ground, to do a podcast for free. Yeah, don't worry about getting paid because you need exposure. Boosie doesn't need no exposure. So of course, he's not worried about that, you know. But if you need exposure, you gotta accept the alley-oop. It's basically like an alley-oop. And I understand that part. Now, once you get to that level when you become a hot commodity, then of course you can start telling people, yeah, I want to be paid and I'm charging, because now you're a hot commodity. But in them circumstances that you not, man, you gotta get your foot in the door, you know. And some people might, you know, block their elevation by thinking that they deserve to get paid before it's their time, you know. I think with the game, you got to give out, you know, some samples before you get to that point if you're trying to grow. But somebody like Boosie been through a lot of the things he already been through. Like, everybody knows who Boosie is, you know. Everybody knows who Boosie is. So it's like you got to be that podcast that wants to have Boosie, and I think your money got to be long to do that. Honestly, you got to have long money to want to do that. And some of these podcasts, being honest, they don't need to have a Boosie interview. It's something that is being done for the people. So it's like they don't really need to have it. I don't think Shay needs to have Boosie. You know, it could be something for the people to say, all right, yeah, Shay did this person, that, and that, you know, and then now he got Boosie, but it's like he don't need it. So understandable, man, you know, putting that work in though. And then, you know, Shay goes live with Ocho Cinco at the same time. So it's like he putting work in doing the lives with just him and Ocho Cinco, and he got the podcast. It's like he got it mapped out for himself. So, and I'm gonna be real. If I was in that position, I wouldn't pay Boosie either. Yeah, for what? I don't got it. I'm not paying you no $40,000 for you to come sit down here and talk. And then at the same time, when it comes to doing the podcast stuff and you interviewing people, like, it could be a toss-up because you might not get your money back. For real. You can interview somebody and pay them and you don't get your money back. And then that's when it gets crazy. Like, damn, I interviewed this person and I didn't even get my money back for the situation. It's like, damn, you know? So just because, you know, they got millions of subscribers don't mean that content is going to take and catch the algorithm to the point where you're going to make that kind of money back. So straight up, smash that like button if you haven't hit the like button yet, and subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out to all of y'all that rock with SBGBTV. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a buck. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.